Hey everybody, this is Chris Perkins, Creative Director of Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen. So back at the beginning of 2015, we released an update talking about Pantheon's trajectory and how part of that was going to involve swinging this pendulum back towards the direction of quality. And so that's what this update video is focused on, highlighting for you guys the work we've been doing since the beginning of the year to make that shift. The first area we're going to look at is Halnir's Pass. And to better explain the work that's been done here, I asked John Diaspera, our lead world and environment artist, to hop in Halnir with me here while I'm taking footage and to give his high-level explanation for the community of the work that we've done and how it's being manifested now visually. So thanks for hanging out with me here in Halnir, John. It's all you, bro.
Thanks, Chris. So basically, one thing that we needed to do was to push what the Unity engine could do. So we needed to look into new ways of rendering inside of the Unity engine. What we did first here is we included physically based rendering on our foliage, trees, and terrain. Basically what that means is the way the materials, the textures of our environments interact with light is more complex than Unity's traditional regular rendering system. So you end up getting a lot more detail, the lighting looks a lot better, the atmosphere looks a lot better, and then on top of that, to even further it, we increase the amount of textures used. So we have more rock variation, we have more grass variation. Granted that's in the environment, you know, in a desert, we have more sand, more types of rock, different types of sediment. Then our method for producing that texture coverage, that initial texture coverage, is somewhat more complex than it was before as well. Essentially, we procedurally generate texture coverage based off certain constraints of where that, you know, where could sand lie in the surface or something like that. So we get a really nice initial pass over our textures, even at a really early stage of development. We get a lot of detail that helps us keep creatively driven, and we can build on top of that strong foundation as we're entering assets, you know, physical assets into the environments. And having that solid foundation really increases the quality overall.
The final piece we want to highlight in this update video is the transition into making our own unique modular assets. And to show off some of this process, we're going to reveal another area that's in development called Fairthale Forest. This area is deeply connected to Elven lore and sits just outside of their starting city. One tool that has really accelerated our development so far has been the Unity Asset Store. By using those assets, we've been able to start building a visual reference of Pantheon's world. And this has made the programming of all of Pantheon's different fundamental systems much easier. But one thing we've been committed to from the beginning is creating a truly unique game world based on Pantheon's lore and story and legend. And to do that, we need to take the different cultures and peoples and places that we're writing into Pantheon's lore and then develop unique art assets to represent them inside of the game. Everything from armor and weapons to architecture, even the player models themselves. So beginning that process has been a major milestone for us since the beginning of the year, and we want to show off a little bit of the fruit of that now. Thanks for watching our first video update of 2015, the first of many more to come. We'll see you in Terminus.